Good evening, and welcome back in our Vampire the Masquerade story. Set it up in Baroness of Avalon, precisely in Oxford by night. My name is Lesha, I am Game Master Virtuoso, and tonight we're gonna come back to our unbounded coterie of the Anarchs. With me tonight is Axel, portrayed by Mr. Adelaide, and Giuseppe, portrayed by Edifice of Echoes. Last time we finished, both of you went to sleep. You've been in the Undercity, from where, during the day, safe and sound, surrounded by the sewers, noise of running water, dripping, and stink, let's be honest, which interrupted your peace on some levels, but you quickly getting used to it. The beast woke you up. The hunger that you felt. Please do the rouse check.
I need you to roll for me, Luke.
Sure, what's your current hunger?
About to find out.
Axel, what was your test?
I am now hunger 3.
Sure. So you failed.
I did.
My hunger is 2.
Giuseppe, you succeeded to your rouse check. You're not becoming hungry. Giuseppe, you open your eyes as the very first of any kindred in the Undercity. You are in a coffin-like box in one of the containers, a metal containers that normally can be spotted on the building sites, but was somehow brought to the dungeons underneath the sewers of the city. In a similar box next to yours, there's Axel, who is still dead, you could say. He looks completely different. He's way much more pale. His skin looks like a proper corpse, you would say. Other than that, the container is locked from inside, has no other windows or entrances. It's secured, you would say. There is electricity in it, sockets connected somewhere outside of it. Inside it provides light. And electricity to the computer that is on a desk in the corner. Quite modern, you would say. And a freezer. Industrial one, quite large. That probably contains guitars. In the container is only you and him and probably hundreds of other insects and spiders. There's barely any air in here. What is that you would like to do?
Oh, I guess I'm going to try to get something to drink. pause and wait for him to wake up.
In a matter of maybe a minute that you try to put your thoughts together, Axel starts to become less pale, starts to move slowly, and then suddenly he opened wide his eyes. Bent to the sitting position. He clearly looked like he woke up from a bad nightmare. Like he grasped the air when he was just drowning. Axel, you heard the description of the container. In front of yourself, you see Giuseppe. The same way as you saw him when you both went to bed. The same as usual, unchanged.
Get up. Pull myself out. Is there anywhere under here that we can hunt?
You may not like what you may not like what you get to eat, though.
No, bagged is ugh. But if there are communities of people, I mean, I can go to the surface, but I don't know how safe that is.
I don't know the area too much. You'd have to ask somebody, one of the locals.
Yeah, maybe I'll ask around for a way to the surface. Because you're public enemy number one, so if we're gonna think properly, we need to feed.
Does the bag help me any?
You helping yourself with the bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, decreased your hunger by 1.
Cool. Gotta talk to Theo. Gotta see who I need to talk to about, making sure we got a steady supply. Or,
You could hear approaching the container and then quite powerful knocking to the doors.
Alright. I go up there and I open the door.
You open the doors quite widely, as it required less strength that you thought it will. And your head is in between, massive chest. You looked up, your neck clicked when you did that. And you see a Nosferatu that is higher than 2.3 meters tall. It's like pretty much 7 foot. Or maybe bigger. He's built powerfully. He looks like you would call it a strongman or some kind of, maybe even cartoon-like, you could call it. Because there's nothing more, there's very barely any skin on him. There's most of it are muscles that you are being able to see through this thin skin to see all the construct of his muscles. It's more like it's a vicissitude effect than actual skin. And the face is ugly as well, as usual, yet a bit more deformed than usually. His ears are long and thin and going long back to the head. His forehead is massive, like he didn't evolve with everyone else. Blue eyes, powerful chin, with the whole set of fangs. You recognize the person. It is the monster he leaned next to the entrance to the door. Greetings, Underking. He looked back at Axel. I do not bring the good message. You may want to see it. Please follow me. He started to walk towards the center of the Undercity.
I follow.
I assume Giuseppe as well.
Mm-hmm.
In a matter of seconds, you start to see from a little bit up perspective the gathering of Nosferatus. The gathering around a person that is kneeling. Terrified. You can all sense the human that end up in Undercity. Between your brothers and sisters, many, maybe 3 dozens of Nosferatu who are looking at him. Some of them are holding him or pushing him back when he's trying to get up. Most of them are surprised, shocked. Some of them are scared. But it's not even close to how terrified this person is. You see a maybe 20 years old young bloke with the dark hairs and shirt that is completely sweated now and covered in local piss and dirt water from the sewers. Some kind of very expensive jewelry on him, like watch or earrings or rings. Black trousers, black shoes. His heart is pumping. No need of any form of auspex to see it. How his pulse attracting all the community side. In front of him you see Boo, a mummified Nosferatu, and all those bandages exposing only left eye. On top of it, he got some sort of hood. And he's the only one who seems not to be more curious, to be honest, than anything else. When you approached, he stepped aside from a monster and he bowed to the Underking. Then he quickly nods to Axel.
Who's this?
Boo spoke. A blood doll of the Toriado house. She brought a message to the Underking.
Alright, what's going on? Let's get this over with.
Boo handed you the letter. You can read it aloud, or keep it to yourself. It's up to you.
Who is handed the letter?
Boo.
Is it me or Giuseppe who gets it?
Yes,
I get it.
Everybody now is looking at the Underking. Some of them seems to recognize the handwriting or just the format of the paper, very expensive paper, that the letter is written on. Boo.
Just staring at the blood doll.
You're not the only one. Across those who making sure that he's sitting down, there are few who just standing in a crowd and considering options. Clearly, plenty of them are feeding on only animal blood, like rats. But for many, it's not a matter of decision.
What now?
Again, the silence appeared and everybody's looking at the Underking.
I walk up to the ghoul.
That's not a ghoul, it's a human.
I walk up to the human.
Mm-hmm.
Stand up.
Most of the Nosferatus step aside for you to be able to access him. A terrified young lad stood up, looking you into the eye.
Who gave you this?
A lawyer.
What's his name?
Samson. He was dealing with the official Crane family matters. He starts to
I hand the letter to Axel.
Sure. He hands you the letter. In the time that he's reading,
Remind me.
What do you do?
Remind me. I vaguely remind me who Samuel. Is it Briggs? Or is that
Sorry?
somebody else? You said the lawyer. You said the guy
Samson.
named Samson. Samson. Is that Briggs or is that someone else?
No, Briggs is not a lawyer.
Okay, I'm trying to
Briggs
remember.
is a kindred.
I'm just trying to remember if I've ever met Samson before.
No, definitely not. At least not to your recollection.
I look at the kid. Who do you frequent around? Are you from?
I work for the House of Roses.
Oh. Alright. I'm gonna take you back up the house. Got it?
Thank you. Your Royal Highness.
Boo.
Yes, boss.
What I want you to do. Did I get any kind of video?
No.
Okay. I want you to start getting a collection together.
Gathering info. That's what I'm good at.
And I want you to make sure that we got plenty of room because we're going to be having a lot of guests.
Do you want to use Darling's chambers?
Yeah, just without we just don't really need those accommodations.
Short stay guest.
We want them coherent.
Yeah. Gotcha. Is that a war or alliance? He looked at the letter.
From what I read, I think I know which alliance we're with and who we're at war with now.
Giuseppe, remind me, do you own a skill in the disciplines of celerity called rapid reflexes?
Yes.
Brilliant. So you are witness to the fact that Jonathan, moving in from the crowd, reaching for a gun and aiming at the guy's head.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna intercept that shit.
Yeah, you're wasting food.
You are the only one who was close enough and quick enough to intercept his gun from his hand. Jonathan is really pissed off to see this person over here. It's clearly some sort of personal beef. But due to the fact that Jonathan is a thin blood, he's breathing heavily and he got these veins all over his left eye. Like, out of anger, if you know what I mean. So he came out, he reached the gun and he took it off from his hand before he managed to pull the trigger.
Take his gun hand, I'm going to grab it, push it up,
yeah,
and
you
then I'm going
lift him.
I'm going to punch him straight in the diaphragm. Punch him in the diaphragm.
And you're punching him? Sure.
Like right here.
Okay. Brawl plus strength, please.
And I'll say something after you're done.
What's your brawl plus strength?
Brawl plus strength. 3 and 4, so 7. And then, I don't know if you want me to count potence at all.
Yes, plus 2.
It's 3. That's 10.
So that's 7 successes.
Nice.
You lift him up and your fist from a left short distance hit went through his skin, through his insides, which are warm, by the way, through his spine, and came out of his back. So you make a hole through him. The burst of his blood spread in front. He dropped the gun from his hand, and you could see human tears coming up to his eyes.
Can I give him some of my blood?
At the moment, he lost the consciousness. He clearly fainted. After a short scream, he's gone.
Permission to feed on this blood doll.
No.
Before I lose it.
What happened with Jonathan?
He's like a rag doll in your hand.
All right,
You nearly killed him.
I'm gonna bite my
Most of the Nosferatu jumped off when they saw it. Axel, you see the gun, and I will permit you a test of streetwise and intelligence. You're gonna bite your hand, Giuseppe.
I bite the thumb, and I place it inside Jonathan's mouth.
To feed him blood, yeah?
Yeah.
Increase your hunger by 1.
Okay.
Axel, how was your result?
Well, I got 1 success, but a skull on the hunger die.
You realize that you saw those guns before. Those are police guns. That's kind of weapon that it's common enough to supply the most of the armed forces of National Guard and legal enough so no one on the streets got them. Nevertheless, the model or the mark, because you don't remember that, yet you are aware that this kind of weapon is used by government.
The person Giuseppe just punched was the one who tried to pull it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Giuseppe, you can think that the healing process started, yet he didn't came back to his senses.
I'm just gonna grab the blood doll by the scruff of his shirt to hold him in
Somebody
place.
stopped you before you approached, and it was this enormous size Nosferatu. Like, he didn't allow you to touch him.
What's your problem?
Keep your distance, smooth skin.
Why?
Under King said he will be delivered upstairs.
I can deliver him. Like, actually deliver him, not just say that I'm going to.
Monster looked at Giuseppe, like looking for a permission or approval.
And I back off from the big guy as well. Obviously trying not to start something.
Don't worry, Axel. We'll get some breakfast in a minute.
Okay.
I need to take you.
Boo
I want
looked
you
at you both. Would you like me to arrange something on the menu?
Hook him up.
Yes.
He needs it.
While the
He needs a
shock
drink.
is still here, yeah. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
Boo looked at Giuseppe like, give me a minute. He approached Axel, he grabbed Axel like that, by the arm. Come with me. I shall introduce you to someone. And he started walking away from the crowd of Nosferatu, leading Axel.
The shock of reading... Okay. Yeah. The shock of reading the letter, I'm just trying to keep my composure is all.
Do you give back letter to Giuseppe or do you hold it?
Too distracted, so I'd still keep it.
Sure.
Just out of... Yeah. Not meaning to keep holding it, I just do.
Sure. So, let me start with Giuseppe. Axel and Boo left. You are with Monster and few others in front of the Kine who entered the Undercity. You're still holding Jonathan.
I'm just gonna observe. You said the healing started.
Do you think so? Slowly. Like, what do you expect from mending the wounds from Tin Blood?
All right, I'm just gonna kind of like keep him there for a little bit, and gonna look at the rest. I don't know if I'm gonna need to make a roll for this or not, but. I'm going to announce make an announcement for the Undercity.
Is that what Giuseppe says, or is that what you do?
That's what I'm doing.
So do it.
And
Stop.
know that too much has happened recently. But
Sorry, there was an issue with your audio. Continue.
I know that too much has been happened recently. Too much, too fast, not enough. Figure out what's actually going on. I don't have the patience for any of this. Right now, I don't have patience to watch anything else. But as of this moment, I'm going to remind every one of you here that our clan is clan first.
You see nodding across the listeners.
And all these mooks, they got this idea, they got this funny concept that we're just going to do everything they want us to do. They're just going to like throw whatever scraps they got down the hole so we'll nibble on it. They're forgetting one important thing. You look around this place, you can see the very bricks that their shiny little toilets are sitting on. And all it's going to take is taking a few of them bricks out, watching those pretty little closets full of their whatever kinky shit they got wrapped up in there to fall down and be exposed for everyone else around it. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to remind them. Whenever they get up in the evening, they put those fancy shoes on, they spray themselves with that little perfume, and they put on that $3,000 tuxedo. We're going to remind them that every step they take is writhing worms just waiting for them to slip up.
You prepare a beginning of laughter, a giggling across the Masquerade. How? Somebody step up from the crowd. How are we gonna do that? You can see a bended in a half Nosferatu, very thin, with a brownish skin that sometimes turns yellow. But not as much yellow as his teeth are. Bald, with very long ears on the sides, with just the jeans on himself. How are we gonna remind them?
Well, here's the thing. It's a funny... I'm gonna reach over to the blood doll and be like, every time they find someone like this, and on some level they know they need him, they know he's vital to their survival, but then they forget about him the moment he ain't there, the moment he's done what he's supposed to do. We take so much for granted, and we're gonna remove those things.
Yeah, but what we gonna
remove
do
those things
exactly?
for granted, they're gonna realize.
No,
Yeah,
I
hold on,
got
I'm
the
getting
big
to it.
speech. I got the save that it's not ain't fucking Averitar. What's the plan?
Start making room. We're gonna bring some ghouls down here. We're gonna remind these guys that they want to use their ghouls for fucked up shit. They're gonna lose that privilege of having ghouls. And they can start walking the night and getting their own little crap done.
Do you mean by
Better yet.
that you're opening the season for the half-bloods?
I don't know what he's talking about.
You don't know what he's talking about. You're right.
You said half-bloods? Or thin bloods?
Half-bloods.
I don't understand what that means.
I know. You don't know the local archaisms.
What's that? Okay, I'm going to ask him, what's a half-blood?
A ghoul.
Yeah. I want him brought down here. I'm not looking to have him hurt. I just want him brought down here.
Dots step up, actually appeared. But boss, how are we supposed to hunt them if we still got Tremors in the sewers?
Look at the monster and like, didn't you? It's like, didn't Zulk and Khan drop off a few little toys?
Yes, he did.
Who wants to play with fireworks? Raise your hand.
Dots started jumping like a little cheerleader. Me! Me! Few of the Nosferatu start giggling and raise their hands. Clearly the bloodlust is something that they need. It would be a little bit scary that nearly 90% of them raise their hands. That nearly 90% of them demands someone's blood. They are war-thirsty.
Here's what I want. You find a warlock neonate, stake them, bring them here, put them in a box. We'll deal with them later.
And if I
find some big shot,
and if I found the whore, can I
gotta be more specific.
Her? If I find Regent Reich,
bring her to me.
And after that, can I have her? The same half-banded Nosferatu talking to you.
We'll talk.
Good. He turned around and disappeared. Like, you think you got a suspicion that he know exactly where he's going. In the meantime, Axel, you went on a side with Boo. Moved through few old corridors that looked like a building just fell underneath the sewers and became a dungeon. There are some sort of columns that are from the Roman times leading to the edge of the cave. Old part of walls, bricks that are massive stones. He leads you to the chamber where your senses were bombarded by the sense of blood. You can see a jacuzzi filled with fresh blood, with corpses hanging out from it. Around there are rusty cages and other torture chambers, devices from the 16th, 17th century and on, until the automatic drills of modern days. More than 100 corpses, skeletons, or just parts of the bodies that are lying down on the floor, separated like by some OCD mania. Boo.
What is the meaning of this?
A brief, short history of the Undercity. The local clan, the Council of Many Eyes, tends to be owned by our primogen named Darling, who was once a leader of the Sabbat.
Yeah.
She skipped to the Camarilla when the Second Inquisition knocked to our doors.
A lot of them did.
In here you can find all the blood you want. We tend to keep it in here as a sentiment. Some of the youngsters are still delivering the blood dolls over here. You will find them at the end of the corridor.
I'll try and walk past all of the gore, trying to ignore it, to the corridor.
You start to pretend that you don't see it, telling yourself that it's fine. On one side, trying to focus on everything else than your vision and your sense of smell. Partially trying to overhear the conversation and the announcement that Giuseppe is doing in a different room.
Good distraction.
Yeah, political shit and all that. Your vision became turned like through the red glasses in the middle of the corridor. When you stepped to the puddle of blood with your shoe, and you looked at yourself, your reflection in a crimson drink, in a vitae on the floor. If you could, you start to sweat now. You do have a shivers all over your body, which determines you to go quicker and faster through the corridor. As you pass over the tools, meat hooks, everywhere rust and dried blood. And those tools are tired, if you know what I mean. Those tools were heavily used many times, which is visible on surrounding and on them. Something in you become just sick, as the heavy reminder of your creators came back to mind. Probably many shovel heads were created in this chamber.
No doubt.
You enter the room at the end of the corridor. You open the doors. That looks a bit like a cell block. And you see a young guy who automatically stood up. He have a school shirt, tie with the logo of some local Oxford school. College age, you would say. He's barefoot, he's wounded. He have a black eye and a bruised lip. He definitely didn't come out without a fight. And he gets surprised that you don't look like one of them. Yet he put his fist like you're not gonna take him alive.
I just kind of ignore his stance, and I'm just like, when you came in here, did you come the way I came?
You talk.
Got a mouth. I can use it. You can answer me?
I woke up here.
That door I just came out of? Don't go there.
But I saw it when they opened the doors last time.
But the way you look, you're ready for round 2?
Fuck yeah, I am. He's clearly...
Suit yourself.
He's clearly looking through, like calculating the possibility, the option for a good hit, or considering taking which action on which side. And
I'm gonna grapple him.
And in a moment, you clashed.
Yeah. I'm just gonna grapple him.
Sure. Make a test.
Gonna try and... Yeah.
Strength plus brawl. I've got 4 success.
Oh. I got a critical. It isn't messy.
Mm-hmm.
Total of 8 successes.
8 successes. You overcome him twice. Sure.
I wasn't trying to hurt him.
Sure. I will describe you the action, and then because of you succeeded the action, you can react to it as you wish. So,
sure.
With the guard, he's taking a step, he's turning to the left, and he's trying to do the left hand and the bottom at the same time. Clearly the lad was training the box. And you see that the shots incoming are quite powerful for a human. How would you like to react to that?
I'm gonna side. I think to myself, I need to keep up on my boxing training. I might just take that up again. And then that thought leaves as I sidestep the whole thing. Mm-hmm. As the jab comes out, I'll grab his arm, twist it around his back so that he's facing away from me, and just immobilizing him.
Sure. You hold his right hand and you hold hand on his neck, where you can sense the adrenaline pumping the blood through his vein very quickly and very healthy.
Good.
Yet it doesn't stopping him from headbutt you, which he's
nice.
going to do.
I let him.
I've got 3 successes.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep holding on to him.
You let him.
Yep.
Well, what's your stamina? And do you have a fortitude?
Stamina 4, fortitude 2.
Sure.
So yeah.
It didn't have any effect on you. You don't have to do a test.
I just...
you absorb the hit, you took it.
I just sort of laugh in his ear. I laugh in his ear before the fangs sink in.
Mm-hmm. You bite him.
Yep. I'm gonna try to only take 2.
That was very quick bite. Due to the very good condition of his blood, he's clearly having a good, healthy lifestyle. The current resonance of adrenaline and aggression increasing your potence for the night.
Ooh. Excellent.
You took... I reduce your hunger to 1.
Okay.
And you feel that normally a set amount of blood would be equal to -1 to hunger.
Mm. Wow.
While
I
you
licked the
drunk
wound.
him, while you drunk him, he kind of lose the grasp of reality. He become aroused. The toxicity of the vampire curse starts to take action. And when you're finished, you just let him go. Release the hook, and he fell on the floor.
I licked the wound. Just better luck next time, kid. I try and get up the courage to leave the same way I came.
As you came and you close the doors behind you, I suppose. Walking through that room wasn't as terrible as it was at the first time. Now you had the courage to look up towards the items and the tools. And Boo was waiting for you at the end of the room.
Say, you're a goddess, thank you.
You better. You definitely
Much.
are. Look at those sparks in your eye. Consider him a gift from the
Yeah.
He's yours.
He's currently sleeping it off. But I appreciate it.
We took him from
Maybe I
Russian
should go
mafia.
get him and put him somewhere where he can't see any of this.
We took him from Russian mafia. He was supposed to be executed for debt of his father or whatever.
Okay.
For last 5 months, the surface thinks that he's dead. Because of the mobsters. So it's a very convenient head. And thanks to my friend, he's kinda addicted to our kiss. So, yeah. Enjoy.
Okay.
Let me walk you back to the Underkingdom.
What?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
was the question? Come on, you can ask me anything.
Is this Boo asking me things?
No, Boo said that you can ask him anything.
Why do you still keep all of this around? All the torture implements and all that nonsense?
We cannot get rid of that officially until Darling will not be avenged. Until Kevin will not be avenged. To move on,
I see.
we need to close the chapters.
Yeah.
They've
Well,
both
better
been
give
murdered and
this note.
diabolized by the Toreadors. And for some reason we are fighting the Tremors, which is... Well, I'm no one to judge. And I'm no Underking. In fact, I'm one of the youngsters. But something doesn't seem right to me.
Yeah. I don't know, I talked to a Tremere before I killed him. I offered him some kind of truce. They're not having it.
Of course. They are blindly...
I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, well. Again, if they're gonna project a certain type of energy, they're gonna get it back. It's just how it is.
Sure.
So.
Giuseppe, you see Axel and Boo coming back to your speech. When I finished with you, bend it in half, Nosferatu disappeared in a crowd. Which kind of dropped you off from where was your point. Yes.
Here's where we're going. Bring every Camarilla ghoul down here, unharmed. I want the location.
You hear disappointment from
Shut up.
Nosferatu. And you just shut up to like 20 odd of them, like, oh, fuck that. Clearly
I want
unhappy
the
with your
locate.
decision.
I want the location of every Camarilla elder on my desk.
You head from...
I look at the monster.
Give me 5 minutes.
I look at the monster and I say, what is Zolkin Khan's domain?
Zoltan Khan domain. It's called Oxford.
What's that other one, Reed?
Sorry?
What is that other one, Reed? Where are the other two chantries located? Because there's 3 chantries, and where are the other 2 located?
One was burned. One is in Cassandra's house. And one is unknown to us.
Where's their domain? Or what city, whatever it's called? I thought one was in Reed.
He looked at you confused. How the fuck I'm supposed to know that? I'm not even from here.
Which is the one that was burned down?
He looked at Boo. Boo approached. University.
Where are the other 2?
Manor House on Stradwell. House of Cassandra. And one we're trying to still locate it somewhere in Botley district. But none of the local Tremere ever came there. So I kind of suspect it's a safe house.
Really?
Or some kind of warehouse. Not used by any of them. I never saw Cassandra to go
Find
there.
it.
Reich doesn't know where
Find
it is.
it.
We're doing that.
Find it. I want that to be, and I want to trap them there. I'm gonna look at the monster and I'm just like, I'll look at all the other Nosferatu and like, get your lunch boxes.
You see,
Who knows?
someone stepped up from the crowd of the Nosferatus, and you see a girl in a SWAT uniform with a bike helmet on her face. By her hands, you clearly can appear that she's a Nosferatu, yet she's hiding behind the biker helmet. I know those Tremiers. I know this safe house.
Where's it at?
And they are not working for Cassandra.
Who are they working for?
They are Anax.
A friend or foe?
None. They are completely indifferent to the Camarilla and the Veil. It's some sort of temple. I know the leader. By accident, I saved his life.
Can you get me in there?
I can arrange the meeting even tonight if you like.
Yes, please do that. The rest of you,
She went out.
get suited up. I'll let you know when the 4th of July is about to hit. Anyone been to America? Anyone been to America?
Why would we? Somebody walk out.
You ever hear this? You ever hear the wonderful story of Independence Day?
A good movie with Will Smith, isn't it?
It was okay. That one was okay. That was okay. I liked it, but it was okay.
Nosferatu
wrong,
starts
yeah.
to spread. While at
Look
least
at the monster.
at least two of them are putting up Jonathan back on feet, like, you know, he's barely awake. That they feeding him with a blood bag. He's
Axel,
breathing.
you good?
Better now.
Good.
I need a word in private whenever you can.
Yeah. All right. I look at the blood doll and say, like, you're gonna be coming with us. We're gonna be taking you back soon. Rest of you get ready. I look at the monster and say, like, tell Zoltan Khan, him and the rest of and all of us Nosferatu, we're gonna have like a little surprise visit.
Not me.
Oh?
I'm going back to my kingdom.
Okay.
My business in Oxford domain is finished.
Okay.
I wish you the best luck, Underking. And contact me. Send someone to the Vale if you will need our clan to aid your bloodline. He reached with
we'll be in touch real short. I guess I shake his hand.
And then this giant just fucking disappeared, just vanished on your very eyes. Like he was never there. Straight after that.
Where's Dot?
Over here. She
Dot,
jumped over to you. Yes, boss.
You know a lot of booky, magic-y stuff. So when the rest of us go, we march on this Tremere. We just march on this mansion. I want you to collect anything that you think is important.
March on what mansion?
Cassandra's.
That's suicide. We don't have the power to enter. I mean, it's blood sorcery protecting this.
Does it protect against a bomb?
It's protected about using disciplines inside of it.
Is it protected against a bomb?
No.
Okay then. Alright. I'll look at Dot and say, wait.
Sure. She smiled.
Don't do anything.
Let me happen. Can I play
Don't do anything until I tell you.
Can I play with ghouls?
Don't hurt them.
I will make them whole. Please.
We'll talk.
Is that a yes? Thank you.
That's
she starts running.
That's a maybe. Hey, get back here.
She jumps between the crowd of Nosferatu, pointing them like, you, come with me. You, come on. Let's hunt the half-bloods. La 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 la.
Remember what I said? Don't hurt them.
Yes, I remember. Prince Harrow's ghouls first. And
okay.
the Nosferatu start to vanish into the corridors.
How's Jonathan doing?
Jonathan is, well, bended in half. He's definitely still feeling the pain. He's on the side completely now alone, next to the wall, holding his stomach, having a moment of shame mixed with pain about being overpowered, disarmed, and put it to the ground. You go up, boy.
Is he coherent?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to him, lean over, I'm gonna say, like, if you do that one more time, then I walk away. Axel, ready?
He works for Queen.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Oh yeah.
I look at the.
We need to have a talk.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
What are you doing exactly? Because I didn't hear. You're going to the private sector when you can talk, yeah?
Yeah, we need a private place to talk, yeah.
So you're going to the Under King's chamber, a throne room of the Undercity, a magnificent pile of junk with the old sofa chair in the middle, in closed room with only one in and one out, with completely no bugs, no cabling, no listening, a most private and secretive place in the whole domain, the Underthrone. Giuseppe, I think it is the first time when you're sitting down on it. Boo closed the doors, but many eyes through the main halls were looking that you both are closing the doors in here. The curiosity in their eyes was visible, but Boo clearly didn't allow any of them to reach. You are definitely alone now.
You got some loyal people, but I put the letter down on a desk because I'm still holding it. I don't want to hold it. This is obviously a provocation. Like, that is clear. But I take out, I have a, what's that?
There's too much that doesn't make any sense.
Well, I have a VPN cell phone, and this is a person that can contact me through an unplugged television set. I really doubt that she's dead.
When I went to the House of Roses, I spoke to Oliver. He pulled out a floppy disk and it talked. He said she was in there and it talked to me, or communicated.
Right.
And what in the hell is magia? What is that?
Magia? Magia?
Magia. What is that?
Trying to look through the letter here. It means this, you know, Luann's kind of a wizard, right? Or a witch, you know that, right? Like, I figured it was obvious, but like, maybe it's not. I don't know. But yeah, her technological abilities are magic, as far as I know. Her dad sent me here to look after her. So she can do technology like this. She might have lawnmower manned herself into the machines. And maybe the prince did this to her body.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It just doesn't make any sense for him to sit there and like use this one word that, like, if it's magic, then say magic. But what magia? What the fuck are you talking about? But anyway, that's irrelevant.
I don't know.
Right now we got heads to crack.
Yeah, I think he's trying to provoke you into cracking heads, but if Luann's all right and
Either
can
way,
be saved, right? Like, it's up to you, right? But if we don't start cracking heads and maybe just take care of the Tremere problem, make the prince think we're coming for him, and then just let him wait, make him start to sweat.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do exactly what he expects me to do.
Okay.
Because no one expects me to do what they expect me to do.
It's all right. I'm just letting you know. I might be able to... I don't know, she might be able to reach me through this. If we can find some kind of computer where we can put that disc in, that's another thing, too.
That's the goal. That's where we're heading back to the House of Roses. We're going to take that kid with us.
All right.
At least our way in. We'll talk to Oliver, figure out what's going on. Don't tell him about the letter. We'll move on from there.
Okay.
Stay with me and make sure that kid's safe. I don't want some Tremere popping out of nowhere, taking him out of the crossfire.
Yeah. Hunger's no longer at the front of my brain. I kind of don't want to be as bad as our enemies, so I want to make sure we get him up safe, yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. All right.
You opening the doors. And the only person in front of the doors is Boo. Who is checking the pager and the phone at the same time. Your meeting with the Tremere
Can I ask
is sorted.
Oh.
Good. What time do we need to be there?
In 2 hours on this location. He showed you the
Great.
address on the phone.
Perfect. All right, we got
From what you see, it's a message from
first.
Tracy. And meeting with Patrick. Underground car park in one of the closed or inactive supermarkets of old industrial parts that is forgotten and forbidden. At least 6 of us went to hunt the ghouls. We had a breach on the north side of the Undercity. Few of Tremere's get into. Zoltan Khan sent one of his sons. He would like to speak with you.
Now?
Yeah, he's waiting.
Let's go. I got shit to do. Let's move.
All right. Boo, can you do me a favor?
What's up, boss? I'm joking.
Can you,
Go on.
The young man that you set me up with,
Uh-huh.
can you set him up in quarters that are not
Humane?
not next to the screening of the Hellraiser?
I'm not in charge of the administration in here, but sure.
Yes.
I'll figure something out.
No.
No worries.
Oh, like I said, if you got better things to do, fine, but like, yeah. I'll be back for him. Let's go.
Boo pointed you the way. And in a moment, you approach the guy who is politely waiting in one of the corridor's entrances. Like, he was told not to go in and he didn't get in. You see, you would say a gentleman. A man in a suit with white collars and no tie, with the hairs on gel or some kind of hairstyle, stylish thing, lean back in an Italian way. He does kind of stink of whiskey when you approach him, and got more of a vibe of a mafioso than a businessman, if you got my point. He's tall, Caucasian, probably local, dark eyes, a massive wound, like a scar on his lip, going from the left-hand side through the bottom lip to here. Clearly never regenerated well, probably from before the embrace. Son Giuseppe. Good evening.
Evening.
I am son of Zoltan Khan. My name is Amir.
Good to meet you.
But you can call me Theo. He smiled. My
What
father
can I do
sent
before?
me to show support of the church.
Good. Right now, I want you to fill you in on what's happening. Right now, all we're doing is we're sending a message.
Mm-hmm.
We're letting the Camarilla know what we're capable of.
Mm-hmm.
This Underkingdom, this clan, the Nosferatu. And when they give us their reply, that's what I'm waiting on.
And how powerful the message is supposed to be.
I want them to understand that we can have the ability, if I really wanted to, I can destroy everything. I can tear out these bricks and watch everything crumble and watch them fall inside it. And they can either treat us right, they can keep taking a shit on us, and that's up to them. Because right now I'm fucking pissed. They sent
Because of
Tremere
the
at us.
videotape.
Let me ask you one question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know about that?
I read your minds, my friend.
I didn't hear what you said.
I read your mind, my friend.
Okay. Then you know why.
Yes. Would you like me to deal in that case? Or would you
What
like
do you
me to
mean?
help with the Tremere?
What are you suggesting for the first part? Because right now I need to put an end to this conflict with the Tremere.
Then let's end the conflict with the Tremere. Patrick is a good way to deal with that, but an alliance with him will not end the conflict with the Tremeres. The Tremere needs to hear it from Johann, if you remember him.
Oh. Johann's doing a Michelangelo at this point.
Mm-hmm. Which is the reason why the war didn't stop yet. Neither you or Dr. Reich called to the arms. It was him, and only he can end the war.
Well, how's that going to happen if he's a statue?
Exactly. And this is what do you need from Patrick? To find a way to put him back together.
So what are you offering to help with?
Either destroy all of the Tremeres of Camarilla, force them to go back to the Liverpool, or reach for the peace and treaty by freeing Johann.
Where's the statue?
I have no information of it.
We
But
gotta
I'm
find that
sure
statue.
your clan can easily find it out.
Oh, I'll have someone get on that, find it, bring it here, and we'll see if we can. We'll see if we can get the Anarchs to help us, or Patrick, whoever it is.
So for now, allow me to secure the Undercity, and being a protector of it, in case some of the Tremeres would find a way in.
All right.
The clan of Banu Hakim send regards.
Okay. Thank you.
May
I gotta
the
run.
sunlight follows you, my friend.
All right. Axe, you ready?
Axel,
All right. Let's get to.
for you, it was the weirdest conversation ever. I mean, which fucking kindred blessing each other with the sunlight? And for some reason, you saw your friend, Giuseppe, didn't even blink. Like, he really respected those words. Which is not something you knew about on any sort. You're grabbing the messenger and you're going to the surface.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume that you ordered to prepare the car. Correct? Yeah. So you're getting out from the Undercity, getting into the provided car, and driving to the House of Roses.
Any chance we might be able to clean him up a little bit?
No.
Okay.
He pissed himself. He's dirty from blood from Jonathan. He marched through sewers. There's no chance of wiping that out in a car. He needed new clothes and a shower, definitely.
I was thinking, like, we might be able to hook him up. Pretty sure like they got like a truck stop station somewhere where you just like, go in there and get a
If you're willing to go, adjust at least half hour, then yes.
It's up to you.
Yeah, we're on a tight schedule.
So you're going directly to the House of Roses. Would you like me to fast forward, or do you have any conversation in car?
Axel?
Yeah.
Fast forward?
We can.
Okay.
Sure. So in a matter of 10 minutes of walk through the sewers and maybe 7 minutes of drive through the city center that is quite busy, but not as much as in front of the House of the Roses. Let me remind you that House of Roses is located directly inside the city center. It is on a club district where it's extremely busy, and now traffic is ridiculous due to the police being in front of the House of Roses. You see yellow tapes, crime scene, do not cross, and hundreds of third people just looking at it, staring, standing behind the borders. You can see TV, you can see BBC, you can see CNN, international and internal news in front of it, having live reports from this place.
The blue fuck.
Is there any way in?
Well, the building is joined from other sides. There's no such thing as a side entrance to the House of Roses. And as you see, through the distance, they are taking the black bags out from there.
I'll look at the kid and say, like, do you have any idea what just happened in there?
No, sir.
I can start scanning my phone for news articles.
Do that.
I found it very, very easy to find, as is one of the heads. Mass suicide on a sect meeting in a club in Oxford.
Yeah, I'll relay this information to them.
It's
some kind of like mass suicide of some kind.
It's impossible. Oliver controlled the media.
Doesn't look very controlled right now.
No. May I go now?
Hold up. Where's the lady who is secretary? Where's she at?
I don't know.
What's her name?
Victoria.
You know her name? So see if you can find if they identified any of the bodies on your phone.
No, they didn't provide the names.
Yeah. Alright. Kid, what's your name?
Maxwell.
Maxwell?
Sorry, Hunter. Pardon. Maxwell was the other guy. Hunter.
Okay. Good question for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know anything about Crane?
Nope. Never met this gentleman. I work for Miss Hathaway.
Miss Holloway.
Yes.
Rose Holloway?
Same. He's well.
You know where she's at?
Yes. Fuck. She is
Do.
hunting at the moment.
Okay. Do you know how to get to her?
No, sir. Her phone is... He typed on his own phone, like, locate my phone, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Her phone is off.
Do you want us to take you someplace else?
I'm fine with just dropping off. I'm gonna grab a taxi, go home, take a shower, and try to not sleep for the next week.
Do you want us to take you to your house?
No. No
I
disrespect.
think he's had enough
want-
for the night.
I don't want anyone to know where I live.
Okay, do you want me to take you like 2 blocks from where your house is?
Here is fine.
Okay. Can you at least do me this? Can you at least tell Rose that Giuseppe said, yo?
Sure. I certainly can pass that message to Miss Hathaway.
Okay. Go now.
Thank you. He open the doors, run away, and straight to the nearest pub.
Of course. Oh, as the door closes, I'm like, the man that you made regrow his intestines, the gun he has is government issue. I don't know if that means anything.
Yeah,
but you might want to
does.
look. Okay.
I'm aware.
All right. Just making sure.
All right.
Where to next, then?
Meeting.
You going to the location of
You
meeting
got to.
with Patrick. You have been at
You
least a
got to.
half hour before the meeting. You are located now on -3rd floor on an underground car park. With some of the old shit just parked out there and left. I mean, this is unused area. The building that is connected to it is being refurbed for what they stated more than 5 years. No human beings around. All the walls are tagged with some like graffitis and all that kind of stuff. The place looked like a complete dump. Even the rats are lying on the back upside down because they died of starvation in this area. Which most of the neighborhood, where you pass through driving in here, it's an industrial park. So companies, factories, warehouses. You could see electric plant, some kind of industrial shit, and no really houses around at all. So no one lives here. Therefore, at this time, the whole neighborhood is dead. You park your car, turn out the engine, you're in front of the entrance, so if anyone will come in, you will see it. You are half hour before.
All right.
Would you like me to fast forward, or do you want to talk about something?
Kick up my heightened senses for a second just to get better lay of the place, and then I'm like, so what's this? Who are we meeting and why?
Somebody named Patrick.
Okay.
Tremere Anarchs.
Oh, awesome. Okay. I do have some rapport with the Anarchs, obviously.
I think we all do at this point.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the Camarilla decides to choose to be this way, then yeah, they're gonna get back exactly what they bring in.
Mm-hmm.
So, interesting Tremere meeting place, though, but yeah, I guess no one's gonna suspect. Either way, I'm actually going to try and, I don't know how I would get in contact with Luann technologically wise.
You would call her.
But I'm going to try and send a message, send a ping out. If I can.
You sending her a message, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to try and, send it in a way that doesn't convey, an emergency, but looks like a normal text message if it were to be intercepted, so.
One of those applications that you send a message. In a matter of seconds of staring at the screen, you see that Luan read your message. So it was sent, received, and the image dropped down, which means she read the message.
I can show Giuseppe that.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently she read the message, but that just means someone might have intercepted it. I don't know. But
Can you on your phone see if you can locate where that number is?
yeah, I had one course. I can try. What I can do is I can think about my relationship with Luann and try and send a message that only she could, using subterfuge maybe or insight that maybe only she could understand.
You had a hacker in a undercity, and he's asking you to find the device.
Yeah. Well, I'm here. I could certainly give it a go. I have technology, but it's not great. But I can surge my blood to make it a bit better if I need to.
Don't strain yourself.
All right.
You can do the intelligence technology, and I want 6 successes.
Yeah. Can I achieve that?
Can you?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
What's your pool?
If I blood surge, I can achieve it. But otherwise, I can't even touch it. So.
Can you blood surge intelligence?
You can blood surge any attribute according to V5.
Cool.
But that depends on what you want to do, right? Well, if Giuseppe says don't strain yourself, I might just save my potential hunger for now then.
Up to you.
I'll make a normal roll though.
Mm-hmm.
It's a single success, no botches or anything. So
It's more difficult than you think. Definitely.
Yeah, I start and I'm just like, yeah, no. This is it's beyond me at this point.
Well,
someone in the other city could probably do it for you.
You've been playing with your phone, and Giuseppe, you've been watching the entrance. Approximately 5-10 minutes before the meeting scheduled time, you could hear the engines approaching. The echo of the garage, of the car park, would hit your senses. And it was very loud. In a matter of a minute maybe, you could see approximately 20, maybe 25 vehicles entering the car park. You see bikers, a gang of various people. Some of them are young, some of them are old. Most of them having the same logos. they start to car park the vehicles, most of which are quite nicely, quite neat Harley Davidsons or other machines of that sort. With them, 2 vans, 2 transits arrived. So you're talking approximately 30, maybe 35 members. One of them took off the helmet, dropped the staff, shut them down. Don't you fucking move. Don't say a fucking word. And fucking behave. He said that to his own guys.
Oh.
And then starts to approach to your vehicle. The guy who approaching your vehicle will have a shaved side over here and long black hairs on the side. It's impossible to count the amount of piercing he got on his face and ears. The tunnels, the chains, piercing everywhere. A jacket full of spikes and nails and some patches. Jeans. Or actually leather trousers. Bikers ones. And long, tall shoes. Boots with a metal on it.